Welcome back. Though patriotism is never in question, Jamaicans have always been big on migrating to other places in the world in search of economic opportunities. But whereas most do very well in finding and exploiting opportunities abroad, there is a small group of Jamaicans who consistently find it harder than their peers at home to advance their skills when migrated to places like the US, Canada, or the UK. Performing artists we're talking about, particularly dancehallers. There are signs, however, this is changing as artists like Sham and Mavado have been able to remain relevant, though living in the US. But more convincingly, dancehall migrants now actually getting the all-important break offshore. Like our very special guest right now, right here on stage, Kranium. Welcome, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you based in New Jersey, right?
No, I'm New York City.
New York?
Queens, New York.
Queens, New York.
Queens, New York.
Where in Jamaica are you from,
I'm
originally?
from Montego Bay.
Montego?
Yeah, my mother's from that side and my father's from CV Garden.
Okay. Yeah. And how long have you been away from Jamaica?
I've been away since I was 12.
12?
Yeah, 12 years of age.
So that's quite some time.
Yeah.
Without telling me your age, it's quite some time then, because you're a grown man now and living there. So when did you decide that music was what you want to do? How did that come about?
I was always a musician in my blood. Screwdriver is my uncle. And, I watched him back in the day. Screwdriver, showing up pregnant to pregnant, no more. Yeah, I watched him, live the lifestyle. I was like, I like that lifestyle. And we linked up and he taught me a lot of stuff. And I learned and decided that this is what I want to do. And I just start from there. Okay, so where did that happen? In New York? No. When I left Jamaica, I went to Florida. I was staying in Florida. And that's where he's based right now. He's based in Florida. And I was staying with him. So he was absent during your first 12 years? Yeah, he was absent in my first in your life. But my mother always tell me about him, say, that's your uncle, and he's a musician and he's doing good and stuff like that. Okay. So I always look up to him, Okay, and so you hooked up with him. Who were you listening to? Who did you borrow from as an artist, as a young man looking for a career? Well, to be honest with you, I was more, as a younger kid, I was more in gospel. Those was the church days, the young days is the church days. So I was mostly into gospel. And then when I branched off from America, that's when everything more open, I was staying with my aunt there and everything just, more open side. It wasn't more like gospel, no, I was listening to different reggae music and, R&B and hip hop and stuff like that. How aware were you when you started to search for a career in music in New York? Yeah. That it's tough for a dancehaller to break from New York? Yeah, it's very... You were aware? Yeah, I was aware, very aware, because, I have friends that's older than me when I was going to school in higher grade than me that do dancehall music, and I was DJing. And, I always remember people telling them, you can't bust America, you have to go home to get that break, But I always had faith in what I do, and I think once you have talent, eventually, people will catch up on it once you find the right tracks. It's all about the song, Nothing cannot stop a hit song. So you were not deterred by that reality? No, I wasn't deterred, but I had it in the back of my head. I always doubted sometimes. Sometimes you get that feeling because you're trying so hard. Because I was doing this for like 4 years straight. So I get that feeling sometimes, that urge to go home. But I always had the faith. It's like a balance. I had the faith and I had the doubt. Okay. Yeah. So what did you achieve before this song, this single that we're about to drop in a few minutes? We'll be dropping your big single. Yeah. And for those who may not know, the title is Nobody Has to Know. Yeah. Right, but we want to drop a piece of it in a little bit, but because that's what we're leading to, because you're now officially boss in music. True, okay, and so before we jump into that though, could you talk a little bit about your achievements before the song? Yeah, Kranium I always had that little buzz going on in New York City. Yes. I had my community, Queens, New York, I always know Kranium was a talented youth and he has it, Okay. But as I said, it takes time with music for people to actually give you that support, because it's more like a beneficial thing. If I'm not beneficial to you, or you're not beneficial to me, we can't really, I have to work hard for them, make them see them give you, or meet you halfway. So that was the thing with me. I always had that song that, every summer I had a song that was going good in New York City. And then eventually I found the right one.
Okay, could you give us a little piece of the song? We're going to drop the video on our back screen in a minute, but could you give us a line from it before?
Sure. Nobody nothing know, say me and you a touch. Nobody nothing know, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing know, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad. Every time she come, she go like she no want do it. And I tell me about her sneak, she a sneak. But from me look in her eyes, me see the freakiness. Baby girl, make it unleash. And I like say, me no treat you good. And I like say, me no God. Every time she come on me yard, she worry and I'm on the yard. Nobody nothing know, say me and you a touch. Nobody nothing know.
All right, let's look at it right here.
Nobody nothing knows, say me you a touch. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a touch. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad. You know what I mean? When you tell me say you sneak, you a sneak. But from me looking at your eyes, me see the freakiness. Baby girl, make it unleash. Me not treat you good, you good. You know, say me no good. Every time you call me, nobody nothing knows, say me and you a touch. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a touch. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad. Touch me like a number one. Better speak in a tongues. Make you flow through your lungs. Come make me switch them. When you like heaven, never expect a touch from nobody. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad. Nobody nothing knows, say me and you a touch. Nobody nothing knows, say you a give it up. Nobody nothing knows, say you come over me yard. Baby, you know me love you bad.
All right, there you have it, just a taste of it. Nobody now for know. Well, you know, the world knows about this song right now from Kranium. All right, sir, so that's the big song. How big is it, by the way?
It's a well-known song. You know, it hit the urban market. It's played on the international radio station at 97. They supported the track, so it's doing good. It's doing wonderful.
And outside the US, in Europe and so on?
Yeah, it's doing great in Europe. It's doing very good. It was number 3 on iTunes at one point in the UK, and we went to number 7, I think, on the US iTunes chart. And yeah, it's moving. And the Caribbean Islands is
Jamaica,
doing good.
the home Jamaica, here in Jamaica?
Yeah, it's doing good here.
It's doing good?
Yeah, it's doing good here.
You're proud of yourself in Jamaica?
Yeah, I'm happy, of course. You know, nothing like have your hometown, you know, support you.
So, giving him some love. So what else do you have?
We have Lifestyle, you know. The next single, Lifestyle, is actually a big track in the US right now. So it's picking up, you know, because I'm pushing music from a different angle, you know, so it takes time to actually reach here. You know, you get hot there and then move on. Okay. Just like Jamaica, you know, a song is hot here, we don't know it yet until somebody come introduce it to us. So it's like the same.
What we'd like to see happen is that you drop a song in Jamaica and it grows from Jamaica to the world.
Yeah.
And not the world saying, Jamaica, this is good, take it.
Yeah.
As is the case, as you know, with a few of our artists.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sean Paul, Shaggy, for example.
Yeah.
Get the big bus in the international space, and Jamaica then say, well, let's give it a listen. I hope it's not the same with you. I hope you can you can even have it both ways.
Yeah, you can have it both ways.
Dropping some coming out of Jamaica to the world and vice versa.
That's true.
What can you tell us about your immediate future in terms of what you're working on, what we're to see soon?
Right now, I'm working on my EP, and right now, our lawyers is doing some negotiation with some major labels in the US. Some of the top labels that reached out to us. For now, we just, with them angling their business and see what's best for me, and then we just decide on what we're doing, and then we just move forward from there.
And your team, talk about the song though. The song, who's behind this song?
Okay, this song was produced by LMR. You know, he's same age group as me. I was home one day and I just see somebody made a post on Facebook, said that she tired of a guy that talk a lot. And then I just had the idea and said, yo, this is the right thing. And the first person I turned to was LMR. So I went by him and linked him up and he made the beat.
Yes.
And we just created the song that same day. So LMR is the real engineer and the real genius behind that song too.
And its promotion, how did you get the promotion? How did you get the word out? How did you get it into Hot 97?
Okay, well, when I recorded the song was picking up. It was doing good, but he wanted that extra help.
Yeah.
So this guy from New York City, well-known sound, pretty passive sound, his name is Pee-wee. He was the one who come and say, yo, this song, we can move this song, such and forth. And he and his partner, Pierre Boost from the UK, decided that they want to be a part of Kranium team. And I said, hey, I see that they are very hardworking people, and I know about the background already. I did my checkup and stuff like that. So I decided to say, yo, let's go along with it. And they did them footwork, them know the things, so it worked.
And Drake is performed, sampled the song, right?
Yeah, he did.
And how does that impact the song and your career?
Yeah, it's a good thing, man, as Drake, you don't get no way better than that Drake singing a song. We always sing other songs from other hip-hop and R&B artists. So for them to do the same for us is a major good look.
So it's impacting the
a lot of people
already. It's exposing the song, growing the song, and growing you.
It's growing me, because at the end of the day, that's as I said, that's Drake. So anything they do, other people look at them and be like, yo, Drake, I sing Kranium song. So it's serious. It's normal, so yeah.
So you're a dancehall artist.
I'm a dancehall artist.
Kranium.
Yeah,
and you're not changed?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All the best, sir. Good. Thanks for coming in and sharing with us.
Thanks for having me.
And we wish you all the best. Because when you win, Jamaica wins.
Straight.
All of us win, Reggie.
Always.
Blessed love.
Thank you for having me.
All right, stay with us right here on stage. Tifa, the diva, is next. You don't want to miss it.
Every gap, then your back get flat. Every gap, then your back get flat. Every gap, then your back get flat. Just pop up on a man from your waistline, shine.